about 3 years ago, I was in for me, a serious relationship. It was about 4 months, 5 months in length, and it was the first one I'd really had in a while, and I really, really liked this girl, and she was really great. We got on really well. She was great looking, and she was smart, and she thought I was funny, and all that, and that was great. And so when she broke up with me, I was a mess. I cried. I blubbered. I asked, why? What did I do? I knew I had done several things. I know some of the things I did, she hated. Once she didn't like that I would joke about, I made a joke once about a bowel movement being like it was like Use Your Illusions 1 and 2. She didn't like that. But what got me, and I feel the stigmas, and this will get somewhat graphic. When we would do it, sometimes there would be a point where I would recline on my back, and she would take a position, and she was small and she was strong, and she, appreciated what I did, and so she would get up there. And I would just lay back, and the night would go on. Now, she had an adorable little dog who sometimes would creep me out because he would sort of watch at the door. And his name was Murray, and he was my buddy, but he just looked at you, and he would sort of look. So everyone you cast a look, and you're just like, she always wanted the door open. So he would just be looking. And one night, things are, we're proceeding. It's, it's right. We're right on schedule, and I notice that he's on the bed somewhere, and I know where he is because it's not a big bed, and I've been feeling for most of my life. He's between my legs, and he's. Murray licked my balls for the first time that night, and now you understand where I am at. I have limited mobility. I have a primary assignment that cannot be disturbed because she's half drunk and things are going well, so you cannot pause for even a second. And I have maybe one hand at a given time to move. Just sort of swat, but he thinks it's playing. And the more he plays, he gets excited. Now, he's got one of those little socks that you tow around. I don't need any of that. And I'm also thinking a few things. One, don't like this. Don't associate this with anything. I don't need this to be like Crash, where I'm just, I just can't do it without a little dog in the room. But you swat him, and I'm excited anyway because of what's happening. So then I'm totally confused. So I get him off. You sort of, finishing these off, and it's sort of, it will never be spoken of again. And so the next night, we drink the white wine from Plaid Pantry and prepare ourselves. And I, just on my own, locked Murray in the spare bedroom and just casually went into the bedroom and instantly, where's the dog? I don't know. Well, and then she finds him. Why did you put him in the bedroom? And so now I sort of lied. So she will never. That's lie one. She thinks it's not, but anyway, it's so Murray's loose. It's an hour past. She's in the position, and all I'm doing is just like, please not. He gets up there, and I think just if you don't do anything, he'll leave. So just whatever he's going to do, you do your job. Just let it happen. He'll get bored eventually. Shauna reared back and ended up grabbing her dog and spun sort of around and screamed at me, "What are you doing to my dog?" And I said, "Nothing. I'm not doing anything to your dog. He was licking me." And she said, "Well, why didn't you say something?" And I said, "Well, my mouth was full." And then she said, "That's gross." And then she said, "Well, you need to do something. This is awful." And she freaked out for like 4 days. She freaked out. It was not great. And so when she split up with me, the final thing she said was that I was some sort of animal fetishist. And I really actually hate animals, so that wasn't the case. And the whole time she was doing this, he sat in a corner of the couch and just fucking stared at me like I was nothing to him. He had taken a lot from me. He took a lot, and anyway, I'm a victim. Thank you.
Let's go. Step up out the club with a dizzy head. I got 2 chicks, both got